Hello class, this is for section 9.1, example 5. Directions. The letter X and Y represent rectangular coordinates. Thus, it does, okay? Write each equation using polar coordinates, which is represented using letters R and theta. So before we start, I will again remind you, okay, x squared plus y squared, it's always r squared. Then x is always what in polar? X is always r times cosine of theta. Then y is always what in polar? R times sine of theta. Okay, so these are the things that you're going to have to know and write it down every time. So the more you write, the more it's going to help you, okay? And you're going to memorize that much faster. So A, currently it's all in X and Y. My goal is to get it all in polar. That means I shouldn't see any more X's and Y, right? Everything should be in radius, R, and theta. So the first thing I see is they both have 4 in common. So I will factor out a 4. So I have x squared plus y squared equals x. Whoa, what do we see here, right? X squared plus y squared is r squared, yay, and bring down the 4, okay? So look, I don't have any more x's and y on the left side. I still have one x on the right side. So the right side, x is this, right? But x is always what? Equivalent to r cosine of theta. Yes, you can simply just replace it like that, okay? Now, I will totally accept this answer the way it is, okay? If you choose to move it to one side, which I believe your book does, okay, so that way it equals to 0, you can also do that. But I will always accept the simplest answer. Whether you move it equal to 0 or not, it's still going to be in the simplest form. You can't really do anything else, okay? Okay, here we go. Example 5b. How do you write x equals -4? Okay, so this is a vertical line as a function in polar. So, well, it's simple, right? X is just simply what? R times cosine of theta. That's it. X is always can be substituted with R times cosine theta. And -4 is dropping down as -4. Voila! That is so hard, right? I'm done. Now your book likes to sometimes write it in terms of R. What does that mean? That means I'm dividing both sides by cosine. The reason they do that is because you can plug it in your calculator and easily check your answer, which is fine, okay? You can have either one. I would take r cosine of theta equals to -4, or r equals -4 divided by cosine of theta. Either one will both be, when you graph it out, you're still going to get a vertical line. And yes, you will eventually will learn how to graph these. This is the end of example 5.